Hello, good afternoon to all of you. Welcome in the 49th session of the Pan-European Conference on Digital Education. Today we have a special session. Today we will discuss sustainability education in kindergartens. I think that some of you already joined our webinar, which was 2 weeks ago. During that webinar, we presented different practices on teaching sustainability in kindergartens, the practices that kindergartens in our Erasmus project, Superhero Lab, are practicing. And today's session of the conference is devoted to all other kindergartens who had the opportunity to submit their practice and present it today. So let's see what we've got. I think that a really nice gem is waiting for us today. Today we are having oral presentations. We have 5 oral presentations from 5 different countries, as you will see in a couple of seconds. But also all other preschool educators have the opportunity to submit their poster presentation and show their practice via PPTX presentation or with some other kinds on what they are doing in the field of climate change, environmental education, water, food waste, etc., all the different topics that are under the sustainability education. So we received a lot of poster presentations, and I will show to you by sharing my screen. You will not be able to see much, but just a little bit of taste. So you can see them now here. They are on environmental education, biodiversity, climate change, energy, consumption, etc. So those presentations, okay, I will stop sharing screen now. You will get the access also to those presentations, and you can, of course, be inspired by them. The best presentations will be included in the Handbook of Best Practice on Sustainability Education that we are developing right now in the Superhero Lab project. Okay, but what about the oral program? The first presentation will be a keynote speech delivered by Marie Kniest from K&R Education from Sweden. She is our partner in the Superhero Lab project. We thought it's very important that we get a broader sense of sustainability education, and that is the reason we asked her to introduce the GreenComp. The GreenComp is the European Sustainability Competence framework available in all the European languages, and you will hear about that. And then we have 4 best practice presentations from again from different countries. Julia Pérez from Germany will present us her workshops on sustainability and environmental. She delivers those workshops in kindergartens. Then we will have sustainability in the Montessori kindergarten. Mónika, Sári from Hungary will present this. Then we'll join Anna Magkiosi from Kindergarten of Rizario in Greece. She will introduce her practice on forest as a source of life and health. We conclude with a case from Slovenia. Mojca Krajšek from Kindergarten Dobrna will present their sustainability activities in kindergarten, and she will focus on a month without toys, so toy-free month that she is practicing for several years now. All the presentations are available in the Facebook group Pan-European Conference on Digital Education. Additionally, the presentations are also available in another Facebook group devoted to kindergartens, and that's Erasmus plus kindergartens. So I hope you will enjoy. I'm sure you will enjoy. And now we will see who is with us today. Maria will be the first. But first, we would just like to hear a little bit about you, Marie. So who you are, maybe one or two sentences about you.
Thank you, Blanca. I'm Marie Kniest, and yes, as Blanca told you before, and as you can see, I'm working in Sweden in a company called K&R Education. I have worked with personal development for staff development in kindergartens and schools for 14 years, connected to several competences from the beginning, the EntreComp, the entrepreneurial competences, and that it's also a framework from the EU, but now also around the green competences. That is, they are really connected to each other. All competences they are linked like a chain to each other.
Great. Looking forward to your contribution.
Thank you.
Next, we have with us Julia Pérez. She lives in Germany. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Blanca, for the opportunity. I'm Julia Pérez. I'm from Dominican Republic, but based in Germany, in Berlin, Germany, and I am a freelance consultant on social entrepreneurship and social innovation and sustainability. And since 2019, I've also developed and facilitate workshops on sustainability and environmental education to kindergartens, bilingual kindergartens, Spanish and German in Berlin.
Great, thank you very much. Mónika, hello.
Hello, hi, welcome everybody. My name is Mónika Sári. I'm from Hungary, and I am a Montessori kindergarten teacher. Actually, I'm the principal of the kindergarten that I'm going to share pictures about later. And I work as a Montessori teacher for 20 years now, and I also teach Montessori in a Montessori training program in Hungary in one of the universities here in Hungary. And I'm very, very happy to be here and included in this great time with you. So thank you for that.
You're the most welcome here. And Anna, hello to Greece.
Hello, good afternoon to all.
Yeah, you are here for the
invite-
second time already. Yeah, so maybe some of you
Thank
already
you for
know
inviting me to present our work. We are sustainable certified sustainable school, and we have a lot of practice with sustainability in kindergarten. And last year we had a project, a global project about this, with it entitled Let's Make a Better World, and people from all over the world, all from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from America, involved in this project with amazing results. This project that I want to present today is about the forest, a project that talk about sustainability and how we can involve children in this philosophy, to understand what is sustainability and why we have to work on it. Thank you very much.
So nice to having you here again. I'm sure you will inspire us again with your wisdom and energy. And then we have here Mojca. Hello, Mojca. Welcome.
Hi to everyone. My name is Mojca. I'm coming from Slovenia. I'm working in a small kindergarten in Dobrna, in the heart of Slovenia. This year I work with 24 children between age 4 and 6 years. Our kindergarten is small, but we has a long experience in the fields of theater, forest, pedagogy, mathematics, and movement. We were also coordinator of Erasmus Plus K2 project, and also we had a partner role in 2 other Erasmus projects. So we have some experience in this, and I'm really glad that I can cooperate with you today.
Thank you very much for coming and sharing your rich experience. Let's start now. I will remove all the others and leave just a second, and leave Marie here. As we said before, we would like to know a little bit more about the broader picture of the sustainability. That's why Marie has a presentation on the introduction of the green competences. Okay, so the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
I kindly invite you to ask questions to our participants. You can ask questions simply by writing it into the chat, and when they conclude with the presentation, I ask the questions.
That sounds great. Thank you, Blanca. So yes, welcome to this small session or first session of an introduction of the framework GreenComp. And as Blanca had told you, it's going to be a short introduction of the GreenComp because, and then we also, it's nearly connected to the work with sustainability in the preschool. So I will start from the sustainability in preschool. This picture here is it's a picture of how broad the sustainability picture is. It's connected in 4 different perspectives, and the most common way to work with the sustainability in preschool, I think it's under the ecological sustainability. As you see here in the picture, it's a Swedish picture that I had taken, but the translation is on the right. So there is a divided 4 divided section. It's the ecological sustainability. That is the most common that you work with in kindergarten, and also the social sustainability about the own person and how the communication and the collaboration between each other is it's also a part of the sustainability. And then we have the culture sustainability. It's also about it's about yourself, but also in the surroundings around you. That's the culture sustainability, and the economic sustainability. That may be the one that you work less with in kindergarten, but it's really important. And then it's also it's the perspective that you work with a little bit more when you're come up to school. So connected to this broad perspective of sustainability, the European Commission, they developed a framework that they called GreenComp. It's a competence framework. It's one of the policies, actions set out in the European Green Deal as a catalyst in promote learning on environmental sustainability in the European Union. And it's also, like I show you the picture before. It's about a broad perspective of sustainability. And in GreenComp, they have identified a set of sustainability competences to feed into education programs to help learners. And learners, what we have in kindergartens, they are really young learners. But they can still develop knowledge and skills and attitude that promote ways to think and plan and act with empathy and responsibility and care of our planet, because we think we have to start when they are from the beginning. It's something you have to have it in your mind, in the mindset. So this framework, it's you can load it down at the European Commission's website, and as a new thing from just for the last year, it's in all the language. It's translated in all the language in Europe. So if you are Danish, you can find it in Danish, and if you are Swedish, you can find it in Swedish, and if you are French, you can find it in French. So it's really it's really there for everybody. So you don't have to know English to read about it. And this just a little quick look into it. They have divided the green comp into 4 interrelated competence area. As you see here, there are 4 different competence area. The number 1 is about embodying sustainability values. And the second is about embracing complexity in sustainability. And the third area is envisioning sustainability future. And number 4 is acting for sustainability. And each area comprises 3 different competencies that are connected to the area, and they are interlinked with each other, and they have equal importance. So they are not, the first one is not the most important. They are not, they are equal importance, all 3 of them. This GreenComp is designed so it should respond to the growing needs for people, young people, old people, to improve and develop the knowledge, skills, and attitude to life. And when you read the text, you may think, okay, how can we connect this to our children in the preschool? So at the first step, it's that you have to look at yourself and see, okay, what competences do I work with in together with the children in my preschool or the kindergarten. So I just put one example here, one example of a workshop. If you want to go more deeply into it together with your colleagues, you are welcome to just read the GreenComp yourself, but it's a very good framework to discuss among your colleagues. But this is one example for a workshop that you can do on your kindergarten to get to know GreenComp a little bit more, and at the same time see how do we work with these competencies in our kindergarten, because I know that all of you are working with some of them, the competencies, but it's really good for yourself to see that, oh yes, we are doing this. So this is one example. There was 4 different groups divided in the GreenComps, 4 different areas. So you can split your colleagues into 4 groups, and each group divides a part of the GreenComp. And then each group discuss their part, and they discuss it after this 2 questions. First, about this one, what competences do you feel you are working with at your preschool or kindergarten? So that you compare, okay, which one? And then you have to rethink it. How do we really work with it with our children at the preschool? And when you have discussed that one, you also take a little note so you can present it for your colleagues afterwards. And then next question is, describe how you work with that competence together with the children. So just for example, how do I work with values of sustainability? Or we say number 2, we are working with values about sustainability. Okay, then I have to describe and think for myself, how do I work together with the children with that? Because it's easier for you, for yourself to understand this framework if you read it, discuss it together with others. Then it's easier to see, okay, we are doing this. It's not so hard that it sounds, because if some of you have been in and read the framework, some of the words are really hard, and they are long, and they are so child. It's maybe not for the youngest children, but you are the professional can take it down to the level of your children. So that was really short and just a first introduction of the framework, GreenComp, and I tried to connect it to your professional area in the kindergartens and preschools. So thank you.
Thank you, Marie, very much for not just for the introduction, but also for your suggestion to discuss those things with our colleagues in the kindergartens, because it's very important to see how can we work with that, how can we understand. And actually, I remember our discussion in Leipzig in Germany, when we discussed this framework we actually found out that the word sustainability itself is not such a old word. It's quite new.
Yeah.
For instance, when I was young, we didn't, I mean, the word of course existed in theory, but we didn't use it in everyday life. Now we do. So there are changes and yeah, it's just, you know, the sign how important is this topic. Another sign of the importance of the sustainability education is the number of the participants in our conference today. What do you say, Marie? How many do we have them?
I can't see how many.
Yeah, you cannot see. No, it's
No.
a guess.
Oh, it's a guess.
Yeah, it's a guess.
How many participants here now on this conference?
Yes.
Okay. Around 100? No.
Almost 400.
Oh,
390.
400.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
a very important
Yes.
topic, and participants, they
Yes.
are commenting very
Yes.
much. So about practicing sustainability, because the sustainability explore values and develop an appreciation of the environment and its relationship to the worlds of our children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I should also say, if someone has some question or something, our contacts is in the slides that you will promote for everybody, if I have understood you right, Blanca.
Exactly. So thank you for today. We move now to the practical part with the cases. And Julia is the first one with her set of workshops on environmental education. Welcome once again on the stage. I will put your presentation now in a minute. Yeah, here.
Thank you. So yes, thank you again, Blanca, for the opportunity to present the projects, and Marie also for this super interesting information on the framework that is so needed. Yes, just welcome everyone again to the presentation of my project Soy Sustainable, which means I am sustainable in English. Soy Sostenible is I am sustainable in Spanish. And this is a project that I developed, as I mentioned, in 2019 to bring sustainability education to the kindergartens and also to the elementary schools. Just give you a little bit background overview of what the content of the presentation. I'm going to give you a bit background and project introduction with project general description, also some information about how the project is implemented, and it was going to be followed like specifically how the sessions are delivered also in the kindergartens. And in the end, also a little bit of information, what is the project the status, and what is the plan for the future. If there is some space and time, we can have a little Q&A. As Blanca said, she's going to just write the question, and I'm going to be happy to answer them. So just quickly again, I'm from Dominican Republic. My name is Julia Pérez. I'm a freelance consultant on social entrepreneurship and social innovation, and also on sustainability. I mostly work with international organizations, specifically also developing materials and training materials on sustainable development projects and social entrepreneurship, and also on the Agenda 2030 and the Sustainable Development Goals. And since 2019, I wanted to work also with kids to bring sustainability into the kindergartens. And then I develop and facilitate workshops using also social innovation methodologies to teach sustainability and environmental protection. So what is Soy Sustainable? I am sustainable. It is a series of maximum 12 workshops that are delivered in Spanish and German most of the time, and they are aimed at teaching children the importance of environmental protection and sustainability. The whole idea of the project is to teach the kids the importance of protecting animals. What is their role in protecting animals, protecting nature, protecting the plants and the environment, and that is connected to sustainability. Why is that important to have a sustainable life and a healthy life, both for themselves and also for our planet? The main objectives of the project is to introduce children to the concept of sustainability in a very creative and playful way. Another objective is to empower them so that they have also an active role in protecting and loving the planet. I mentioned a lot, not only the word protection, but also love, that they have to love the planet. And also to empower them to know that they have also an active role, that they, by small actions in their daily life, they can practice sustainability and protect the planet. And another objective, which is very important, is also to enrich the vocabulary by learning new words that are related to sustainability and environmental protection. Because I think this is a first step to want to protect the planet, to know the words and to integrate them in their daily life. The topics that are covered by the project, we talk about elements and actions that are good for our planet and some other elements that are not so good. We also talk about the role of the animals in the environment, what is their role, and also why are they important in our lives, and also to get to know their habitat, where they live, so that they can protect them as well. We also talk specifically about bees, how they live, where they live, and their role in the planet and the importance that they play in our life. We also learn about the plants, what are the parts of the plants, where do they come from, and also how fruits and vegetables are grown and harvested. We also talk about the city and the neighborhood. What is it that they can do to protect and enjoy the city and the neighborhood? And that way, they're also protecting the planet. And another topic that we also work on is how to manage and recycle garbage and waste, both at home and kindergarten. What happens also with the garbage once it leaves their home and the kindergarten. This project is aimed at children from 5 to 7 years old, but also 4 years old children have participated already in the project. The duration is adaptable. It could be from 4 to 5 sessions to 12 maximum that are covering those different subjects that I mentioned. Each sessions last between 1 hour and 1 hour and a half, and is facilitated once or twice a week. It also includes an exhibition that stays also after the project is finished. And the places of facilitation are the kindergarten rooms. I come to the kindergartens. We go to gardens, we go to parks, and when possible, we also go to community centers. I'm going to give you also a bit overview of how the project is implemented, because as I mentioned, I am an external consultant and that goes to the kindergarten to implement the project. So basically it is implemented in 4 different phases. It starts with the preparation, initiating with the contract signing with the municipality, one of the neighborhoods of Berlin, which is the funding institution of this project. And then is followed by the initial contact with all the interested kindergarten that are in the neighborhood to present the project. We will then coordinate the days where I can come to the kindergarten and also organize the materials we try also to work always with materials that are available in the kindergarten. And then the second phase is the facilitation of the workshops themselves, depending on the quantity that we agreed with the educators. And although I am the one facilitating the sessions, always the educators participate in the delivery of the workshops. The third phase is the exhibition, that is start right away after we finish with the sessions. Then we prepare all together, the children, the educators, and myself. We prepare a big poster with photos of the project, of the sessions, what we've been doing together, also with their drawings. The kids that can write, they can also write specifically about what they have learned about the project. And they are also invited to present to the rest of the groups, to the little ones, for example, what they've learned with this project, and they also present this poster to the families. The families are also invited, and we have also a small space in the exhibition where the families can also write about what the kids have learned, what they have observed, that they are doing also at home, and that they learn in the project. And to finalize, it's the evaluation and reporting, where first I do an evaluation. The kids evaluate the project to express their satisfaction by only drawing a small a happy face or a not so happy face, or do a drawing that expresses how satisfied they were with the project. Then is followed by an interview with the educators, where we discuss about their opinion about the project and the effectiveness, if they thought it was good for it was of added value for the kindergarten. And I also try to collect their needs and how they work the theme of sustainability. And then I do some recommendations as well of what they can do to continue to work on the theme of sustainability in the school. And then I also do an online survey, very structured, just to know their opinion about some aspects of the project, how happy they were with the content, also with the connection with the kids, with the duration of the sessions. And that way I can improve every year the project. Then what type of activities are carried out? And the activities are two types, artistic and experiential. In the artistic one, the kids do drawing, they do painting, crafting, they do collages. And let's say the final product of this project is a small book on sustainability. And it can have two formats. One is a diary where the kids just paste and also draw about their learnings on the project. And it could also be a type of dictionary or Pictionary on sustainability, where we work on words and pictures that are related to the environment. How do you say forest in Spanish, in German, and they also do drawings. And the experiential, of course, there is a very important part. They go outside, enjoy the parks. We plant seeds. We do some recycling activities, and also they practice their presentation skills. The workshops are facilitated. They have the same structure. We always do start with a song and dance and movement that is also related to nature, and also the introduction to the theme. Then we do always a round of crafts and practical work where the kids can work with their hands or they do a practical activity. And in the end, we do the summary where we talk about what they've learned in that day and the farewell. All these activities, they also seek to encourage creativity and also the development of these artistic activities and soft skills, and also the soft skills, which is very important. They foster teamwork, critical thinking, concentration, and, of course, respect for the environment. I'm going to give you now just quickly so an introduction description on how each of the sessions are delivered, and you can see also some pictures of what we do during the workshops. The first session is always focused on providing an intro about the project, what are we going to do in the next weeks together, and getting to know each other. We sing and dance the project song. Then we do a presentation round where they write their name and their favorite plant and animal. Then we do movements related to nature. How does a tree look? How does a stone look, for example? Then we write our names with some drawings. And then we do some coloring of some drawings and collage. In this case, we color and do the collage with trees. The second session is focused on making the diary that we're going to use in the project. I read the book Planet Rescue. That is a very interactive book. Then we do the diary with recycled and cardboard. Even when it's possible, when the kindergarten have that's available, we always work with materials that they have available. And the third session, we talk about our planet. Then we do a guirlanda out of cardboard, recycled cardboard, and then we do a collage of a happy and a sad plannings with things that are good for the planet and things that are not. They have to decide themselves what they think of the elements that they see in the drawings, what is good and what is not. The fourth session is focused on the role of the animals in nature. This one specifically is based on focus on the bees and their role. We learn about how they live and what they do in nature. And also we do a craft where they do bee out of recycled materials. The next session is focused on the plants and nature. We learn about plants, the different parts of the plants. We do a puzzle together, and then they can plant themselves. We go outside and plant some seed, also in materials that they have at home. The next session is life in our neighborhood. It's like how they can protect the planet by enjoying their neighborhood. And there they draw the playground of their dream, and then they build themselves the playground with modeling clay, wooden sticks, and recycled cardboards. The next session, we go outside, we go to a park, and they do some street art and observe. We do a lot of observation, observing nature. And the next one, we talk about what happens to the garbage. We read a book about how does it work, collecting the garbage at home, and also the company, the national company, the local company in Berlin, how do they do that here? And then we do the recycling activity by recycling materials as well in the different containers. The next session, we finish our diary or dictionary, and we play the superhero games where they paint superhero masks, and then they say, like each one of them, they say what is one action that they're going to do after this project to protect the planet. And the last one, we prepare the materials for the exhibition, prepare colorful little hands, and then we prepare the big poster for the family. And they are there invited to present their works. So just quickly to give you an information on the project status. So far, I have facilitated more than 150 hours of workshops since 2019. And this is because the kindergarten and the educators, they, at this year in Berlin, they are very happy to have also support from outside, bringing people to the kids and to talk about sustainability and to do practical work. Also, all this work is financed by the local municipality in Berlin. So they are also involved, and they want also to bring sustainability education into the kindergartens. That's very important. And these sessions, we can also do it. I've been facilitating them also during holiday camps. And now, since last week, I started a new project with 3 more kindergartens where we're going to be facilitating 120 hours of workshops until mid this year. And among the future plans are developing new modality also for primary schools to give to have a follow-up project. Also to develop a more permanent program that can be delivered every year to the kindergartens. And very important, that's been also asked by the educators, is to include the component of training of trainers. It's just to prepare this program so that the educators can, I do it once, but then the educators can do them themselves and have also the material available to facilitate it more often in the kindergarten. So that was my presentation. Thank you. Yes, I hope I gave a good overview of the project.
Thank you very much. So many things to discuss actually, but so little time. So first of all, congratulations on a very holistic program and very concrete workshops you are having. What can I say? Really great. I will ask you a question. Yes, there are few of them. Just a second. Yeah, here. Theodora has many questions actually. So how conscious have the children become by these workshops? Did they change their behavior routine regarding the environment? And how did you measure the impact on their practical skills? So you talked about the evaluation by Smileys, but maybe how about the impact and
Yes.
their, yeah.
Yes, this is kind of difficult. This is why I would like to have like a more long permanent program, because just by once, sometimes it's difficult just to have this information. But the
That's
good
the
thing,
start, because you put so much creativity and now the scale will follow. Yeah, so great.
yes, the good thing is like with the kindergarten that I've been working for a long time now, we can, through the information, because I keep in contact, as I say, with the educators. And also we try by this component, including this component in the exhibition, where the parents can also write what they have noticed that it changed in the kids' behavior when they are at home. We can have some information on how has changed the behavior. For example, we invite them to write or draw something that the kid did at home after this project. And for example, many kids, they are very conscious about saving water. And also at the kindergarten, how like they also are very conscious on, okay, we need to save water for the planet. We need to go more, ride more the bike, for example, to come to the kindergarten. They are very interested also in planting. After they've done it once, then they want every time when there's the time to plant, then the kids, they want to do it. So this is one way of measuring, let's say, the behavior of the kids. And also now with the new program that I am delivering is more holistic, let's say. And there we have this possibility of keeping touch with the kindergarten in a more regular way to measure also the impact after the project has been implemented.
I have a feeling that you could have many webinars and give your knowledge. And yeah, really, congratulations on your work.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you very much. We have to move on because we have 3 more presentations and all of them are so inspiring. So but in the meantime, I would just like to say thank you also to Erasmus program, which is financing this conference through the project Superhero Lab. And we are very grateful for that. So the next presenter with us is Mónika from a kindergarten, Montessori kindergarten, and she will introduce the Montessori perspective on sustainability. They are practicing a lot of activities in their kindergarten. So yeah, the floor is yours, Mónika. Here is
Thank you, Blanca. Welcome, everybody. And my name is Mónika Sári again, and I would like to introduce my school first of all. We are a small, privately run kindergarten in Hungary, very close to the capital city, Budapest. And as Blanca mentioned, we are following the Montessori approach. We have 2 classrooms, 2 groups, and we have 48 children altogether. So it's a really very small kindergarten. We opened our school in about 15 years ago. And as you can see on the first picture, a family home was transformed into a kindergarten. And we expand in the last few years. So now we have 2 buildings actually. And I just included some pictures of the garden and the classroom. What we believe in is what Montessori said about cosmic education. So basically teaching sustainability and all environmental awareness for our children is mainly driven by the Montessori education and by Maria Montessori and her own words. What she said, her mission was to approach world peace by children. So she thought that if we teach the children about the plants, the animals, the planet Earth, and all the environment that is surrounding them at a very, very early age, then they will be able to respect, love, and eventually protect whatever is around them. And she believed that every living thing, all the living things are dependent on each other. So she believed that it's very important that the children not just know the animals and the plants and the planet Earth, but they also aware that there are different cultures, different languages, and they should respect each other. So that is her aim, that is her philosophy. And this is what we follow. Basically, we teach sustainability all year round for the children. So it's not just like a 1 week project or some materials, but it's a really well-rounded all year topic in our school. And it is a very big part of our pedagogical program and our education in the nursery, in the kindergarten. What we are focusing on is that we are talking about very little children. So we are always giving first-hand experiences and real-life experiences for them. The whole Montessori approach is about exploring and learning within their interest and within their space. So this is what we do. First of all, we have the cosmic education materials in a Montessori classroom. So you can see these are little toys, activities, materials that we have out on the shelves every single day for the children. So they can take these materials, sit down in a little mat or at the table and play with them. As you can see on the pictures, we are learning about animals, learning their names, their habitats, how they grow, how they develop. If you see on the frog picture, that's the life cycle of the frog, for example. And then also we learn about our continents and about the planet Earth. They can experience that there are different continents and there are different animals on the different continents. And these activities are always available for the children, so they can choose any time they like, and they can play with their friends together and explore by themselves. And these activities, these toys that are always available for them, give them a very fundamental knowledge and a very good overall knowledge of nature, and I think this gives them a basic towards sustainability and towards the deeper topics. And the other part that we do, we have like everyday activities that are included in their lives in the kindergarten. For example, we have a little rabbit farm, as you can see in the first picture, and the children can feed the rabbits. For example, for snack time, the children prepare their vegetables and fruits. And if they peel the carrot, then we collect it. And then when we go in the garden, we take it with us, and then they can give it to the rabbits. So here we are making them aware of that certain animal, but also that we are not throwing away the peel of the carrots, but we are feeding it to the rabbits. And then we do gardening in the kindergarten. On the picture, you can see the children are planting peas. And we also always plant carrots, for example, because we think it's very important that if we do something with the children, then they can see the whole process. So as you can see, they are actively participating of the planting. And then when it grows, they have to water if it wasn't raining, or they are not allowed to water if it was raining too much. And then they see how it blossoms and then how the pods come out. And then eventually they pick the peas and they eat it. We did the same with the carrots. We cooked the carrot cake during the summer, at the end of the summer when it was all grown. And we also collect rainwater. So when they are actually going to water the plants, they can use this water and so they can see the whole picture, how it is. And we also celebrate special days within the kindergarten, like mobility days, animal days, water days, and earth days. Now, these are projects, and these have these kind of topics. And it means that we are having 1 week that we are focusing on these special days. And here we give them extra input and extra information about that certain thing. Like at Mobility Day week, basically we try to ask them to not to come to school by car. It can be difficult sometimes because we are in a residential area and public transport is not so available, but still the families makes an effort that they come by bike or they walk if they can manage. But we ask the children to bring in their bikes or scooters, and they can decorate it at home with their parents. But during that week, we talk about why is it better to use public transport, and how we can protect the environment not using so many cars. And this is the last day, what you can see on the pictures. They bring in their bikes, and then they have a little go around in the garden, and then they can share it with the others. We celebrate World Animal Day as well, and it's always a different celebration. We talk about animals in danger, what kind of animals, what kind of habitats they have, what is special about them. And this year we have a little boy who has turtles at home, so he was very, very happy, actually eager to introduce his special turtles to the class. So he brought them in the morning, and then he was very kind to let the turtles walk around in the classroom and let his friends to touch the animals. So it is like a real life experience for the children. So I mean, we are not just using books and pictures, but we are letting the children to get in very close contact with the animals or with nature. And on the last picture, you can see it was also within Animal Day that we said the children can bring in their favorite soft toy, and then we had the morning picnic with the animals, so they were eating fruit with their soft animals. And then we also celebrate World Water Day. And here we have a whole week project. We are talking about water, where we can see water in our environment, and also how we can use it, cleverly, like how we can save water. We give them experiences, like if we go and wash our hands, that they should close the tap, not let the water run for the whole hand washing period. And also if they brush their teeth, then that's when they can save water or saving energy. And also, why do they need to save water? And they would really know that because of the fish, they live in the water. So, and then at the end of this week, we go always on a field trip. And then on some of the pictures, you can see they are by the river Danube, which is very close to our kindergarten. And sometimes we make like little boats from recycled materials, as you can see, and then we put them out on the water. I don't know how much you can see in the pictures, but every boat has a little string attached to it, so we don't let the boats go into the water, because we teach them that if we go and play with these boats, then we need to take them back to the nursery, to the kindergarten. We need to take them home. We cannot leave rubbish and trash on the riverbank. And we have different activities. On the middle picture, you can see they are all wearing big blue t-shirts. So this is like a sign for us that we are talking about water. And the last special day for us, these are more pictures about Water Day activities, where we find animals that live around the lake, for example, or we do fishing. and this is about Earth Day. We celebrate Earth Day. It was just actually on Monday because it's the 22nd of April. We talk about the planet Earth, what is made out of it, about the different stones, the pebbles, and also that the Earth is not just the land, but it's water and air also, and how important these three elements for us to be able to live on Earth. And also we bring in the Montessori materials from the shelves and discuss the planet Earth, the continents and different animals, and how important is that we have all kind of animals and all kind of plants, because they all depend on each other. And this is why we need to look after the planet as well. And we ask the children, we have very good discussions with the children, and we ask them, what do you think, how you can protect the water or the earth or the animals? Because we believe it is really, really important that they learn at this very young age that they actually can do something right now. So what I was mentioning about the water, they know that they need to close the tap, for example, and they also know that they cannot leave rubbish. They also know that they need to recycle rubbish, and we show them different ways. So we always get them thinking into these topics. So when we have the Earth Day celebration, as you can see, we also go out of the nursery, we have picnic outside, we have games outside. On the first picture, actually, we are walking in a small forest next to our kindergarten, and we took pictures with us for the walk, and we were trying to find the plants that were on the picture. And so they had this abstract image of the picture, and then when we went out, we found the plant in the forest or on the way to the forest, so the children could actually see those plants in real. So this is when I said that we have real experiences for the children. And these are, again, Earth Day activities, because we always plant flowers in the garden. That's how we start. So the children bring in their own flowers from home, and then they put it in the flower pots. They put their names next to it on a stone or a pebble. They write their names on it, and they put it next to the planted flower. So they can actually see during the whole summer how their flower grows, or sometimes it dies if there was too much water for the plant. So and there are also some activities here on this picture. Down below on the left hand side, we planted trees on a nearby playground. The children were digging the holes, we put the tree in, and they were watering. And then for the rest of the year, we went out every week and took some water with us just to check if the trees are fine and water them. And sometimes we invite parents in the kindergarten. This is what you can see on the rest of the pictures. And then we ask the parents to cooperate in these activities with the children. There were like art and craft activities. For example, here on this first picture, the children were making little lakes or islands out of stone and clay, and and they use different leaves, and then they put water around the island or water inside to represent the lake. And then there are different art and craft activities to celebrate Earth Day. And I think that was it from me. So what is important for us, that we are following the Montessori program, and we really give hands-on experience to the children and real life experience for them in this sustainability learning. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations on your work. You showed us how can you actually integrate sustainability education in all the activities and all your ideas with the animal days and earth days. So then you connect a special day and celebrate, put it on the spotlight. really wonderful. Yeah. Thank you very much. Also for you, we will move on immediately because we are a little bit short of time today. I was too long in my introduction, that's why, so it's my fault. But our participants are very interesting. They are commenting a lot and saying you hi, and there are still more than 350 of them online with us. So congratulations, Mónika. I hope to see you again. And hello also to Anna now. Now we will get inspired by forests. So Anna knows, so she is a very experienced kindergarten teacher as well. And she work a lot in nature with forests. And so she will share her experience with us with the presentation Forest as Source of Life and Health here. And yeah, the microphone, Anna. Yeah, just to turn on.
Because we have some workers outside. They make something in the road and very noisy.
It's okay. It's okay.
I hope now it's okay. Thank you very much for inviting me again, once again, and congratulations to the previous speakers. We saw so interesting things. And as a kindergarten teacher, I love my job. I love to learn new ideas. So my presentation have theme Forest as Source of Life and Health. My name is Anna Magkiosi, and I'm also Scientist Ambassador, Global Ambassador, award-leading coding week teacher, and expert in Erasmus, international teacher trainer. And my school is a certified sustainable school, as I said. And we teach sustainability in kindergarten with every way. This is my kindergarten. If you want to scan this, you will have the presentation. It's not necessary to do it now. And even it is public kindergarten and small kindergarten. Any kind of innovation have been integrated into daily program of our kindergarten and are being applied with excellent results. So my school is e-twinning school, expert STEAM school, code week school, silver safety school. We are ambassadors for 70 CDGs since 2018, certified sustainable school, as I said, and the award winnings of some Greek competitions, and we're very happy for this because I think we work with sustainability and we have results. This is the part of a project of the big unit Forest as Source of Life. Is a project Listen to the Silence of the Forest. I was the founder, and I'm very happy because it was really a very good project, and you can see the partners. The project was awarded the national and the European e-twinning label in all participant countries and characterized as good practice. And after another label, it uploaded in a world largest lesson as one of the best teaching approaches for the CD15, Life in Land. And my presentation focus in this CDG 15. Oops. Project motivations and aims. We chosen as theme the forest because it's a topic very familiar to children, giving the opportunity to young students to explore its magic and beautiful world and realize through relating activities, of course, for this age, that forest is not only trees, but an entire ecosystem that plays a huge role in maintaining of the ecological balance of our planet. The program aimed to raise awareness and educated children in order to form active citizens who will take action on an individual and group level in matters relating to the environment, realizing the usefulness of the forest and the strict relationship between nature and society. Because healthy forest means better quality of life, and all we know it. Now, teaching sustainability in early childhood education, and why? By teaching sustainability to young children, we aim to change the behavior of students, family, and local community to create a better world. All of us together should take action to make our world better, more clean and green, more peaceful, more fair, and more humane. We must change the way we live and operate on this planet to ensure its sustainability for future generations, starting from young children and investing in them. And in the question, in which world do you like to live? The answer is this. This is a market made by my children, and of course I help them. And this, all the material is natural material, all recycled material. So this is very important to use it. Oops, sorry. And we choose to live in a green world, not gray. Brainstorm on the topic forest and all the themes that have the same base, forest. We started with through books to learn about forests through books, pictures, watching videos, searching via internet. Then I make for them Google forms. They are familiar to use the use of computer to them, so it's not problem for us to use this. ICT, new technology, is integrated in our kindergarten many years ago, so all children knows to use the computer. And so we have to this questionnaire via Google form to investigate and children knowledge about the forest. And of course, the best way to study the forest is to if we go to the forest. So we plan a visit to the forest that gives the opportunity to all children to explore its world and get knowing what the forest is while developing their creativity and critical thinking skills. And here is some pictures from our visit to the forest, and you can see we collect treasures, we learn about the trees, they make drawings on the natural environment, in the real natural environment of forest. Here we have some searching in the nature, and of course we enjoy our day there, and join in games in the field. Forest works for us as a source of inspiration and creativity, and for all, I think, of you, because most of us, we are kindergarten teachers here today. And here is creativity for me, because we saw some pictures, and we saw some pictures about four seasons in the forest, and then children made a market, forest during autumn, forest during winter, forest during spring and summer. And this is really very nice for them, because they love to do it, this work, and learn from this work. The more important is to learn something, not only to make something. Forest fauna and flora, we talk about this because in Greece, Greece is a country that have a lot of species of plants and flowers and birds and animals. Not so many, but we have. we have. And we make a collection with herbs and aromatic plants. We have it in our school. You see the pictures here. We discuss about endangered forest animals, and we plan an educational program in Museum of Natural History. And we make a market on the topic forest by children. The market was made by children using natural material collected from the forest in combination with useless material, but also learning about recycling. And you can see some examples. Here is the market that I said before, and animals in danger, and children paintings, children in hibernation. Why not? Here is also a child who make an animal in hibernation. We play theater here, and here is a maquette of them. Here is from pictures from our visit into a Center of Environmental Education of Trickle, and we have another education program there about the forest. Children enjoy this visit because they play. We put masks and costumes and play animals of the forest in the environment of forest. Was a really great activity. Here is from museum, our visit to Natural History Museum. And of course, we talk about usefulness of forest for our planet and for our lives. You can see the target here, 12 and 15. Children discuss about this, and we make a poster. This is our poster. They listen the story, The Giving Tree, and express their opinion, and then we make a story. We share the children in groups and ask them to make a story and to present the story to other children. We learn, of course, the causes that threaten the forest, and we call for this firemen to come in our school and to talk about their job to children. Again, here we have connection with STEAM careers also. And this activity was to celebrate the Day of Forest on March. We talk about the fire in the forest because it's the big threat of forests. And children, if you see here, made pictures. We make a book. This is our book. And this is a Greek work, okay, only in my school, because we have other results by all partners. And we learn how we can make fire with safety way here in school. And in which way we can protect forest. We call for this a forester to visit our school, and she explained what is her job and how we can protect the forest. And after this visit, we have these posters with the children work, of course, some made in computer, some with their drawings, paintings, and forest paintings and handicrafts. We use also computer for paintings, and here you can see handicrafts made by children with natural material. These books, this is a collection of our books after the project, and is except the first one and this one about Greek mythology, and the Pertifid forest, because this is in Greece. All the other books are work from other partners too, cooperative work. Time for action. We decide to plant trees in the nearest park to our school. We have a park in our school, big park, with the help of children parents in collaboration with municipality. We participated in cleaning of the park of our village, and not only once. We used to do it a lot of times, many times. Using a brainstorm form, the students suggest ways to protect the forest, and we create a poster that share to other schools of local community via email. And some ideas that I can give you for extension activities is forest and historical monument, forest as source of inspiration, forest and recycling, visit to the wood factory, call an expert in our school, visit to natural history museum, cooperation with centers of environmental education, implementation of a coding activity, implementation of a robotic activity, dramatization of a fairy tale, write poems or stories, and make constructions and handicrafts, You can see here the connection of forest and historical monuments is the famous Bridge of Pili. When we visit these places, is in the forest, then we return school and children made this maquette. Forest fairy tales and robotics, why not? We can teach first to read the fairy tale to children, and then we ask to play it, to make a dramatization like this in the first picture, and then we play it we make a pista for robotics and we play it, so we learn also programmatism and coding, and we took part with this activity in Code Week, and we gained a label. Forest ICT and games. Forest is not only the environment, but is a whole ecosystem, and we can learn it via different ways, various ways. We learn about fruits, about trees, about flowers, everything, and we create QR codes. And under one of this code, we have a picture of a fruit or a flower of animal, and we ask children to find this animal, to name this animal, and to bring information about this next day. And here is some via learning apps and puzzles with paintings, children paintings, some other games. And dissemination of results. This is my last slide. As a school event was organized in order children to present their work to their parents. We use different tools, various tools. Children vote on which activity they like the most, and also partners did the same. Our project was published via school blog sites, social sites, and local newspapers, and with cooperation of school advisor of teachers training, health, and all project research were presented. And for the evaluation, we use online and oral questions and children works. It was very nice. Thank you very much. I have to stop my presentation.
Thank you very much, Anna, for all the inspiration. So many activities like we would do.
I have more, but
brainstorming. So
it is not possible to put all this in 10 minutes.
I know, and also thank you that you were mindful about time because we have another presentation. You were very
because
kind.
Of this, I'm trying to be very fast.
Exactly. So it's good that we have an online event because the participants can download everything and watch the recording. So I think it's okay. Yeah. Congratulations on your work once again. Now I invite Mojca Krajšek. She will present us her really nice project on Toy-Free Month, which is she conducting now for several years. And Mojca, I know that the time is like 20 minutes past 4, but don't feel under the pressure. You just present what you have, because the advantage of online events is that the participants, even if they have to go, they can watch the recordings and download the presentation. Yeah, so you have your 15 minutes as promised. Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. It was very interesting to hear all the previous presentations and see that we are all doing the similar activities and aiming the same goals. So thank you for opportunity to introduce our toy-free month. First, maybe I would like to briefly introduce our town and kindergarten, so that you can better imagine where we are coming from. So about Dobrna is a small town. We have one of the oldest spa in Europe. As you can see, is a lot of green in Dobrna, a forest field, so our children can all enjoy nature. Dobrna Kindergarten is a part of primary school. We have only 7 groups of children. That's about 125 children. We have a preschool institution is provided in 2 ages groups, so children from 11 months to 3 years, and the second is from 3 years to 6 when they go to school. So in our kindergarten, we strive to achieve the goals of sustainability and ecological awareness through all year. But in April, there's even greater emphasis on these topics. So today I would like to introduce you with the month without toys, or toy-free month, which we have been doing in our kindergarten for several years. We mainly want to make children aware of the importance of sustainability and ecology. We achieve quite a few goals with goals through various activities. We also interweave different areas of our curriculum, and it's difficult to present all of them, but so I have chosen a few examples that have worked well. I believe that you will be able to use some of them in your practice as well. We do the project with young children, and although they are young, we can learn them some behaviors about sustainability. So no big issues, but knowledge, actions that these kids can understand and really use them at home and also in their everyday life. We are convinced that by learning some values at the young age, children will implement this in their lives. First of all, how we start. So through different visual materials and films, we learn about waste, what waste is, how it is separated, why is separation important. We are also visited by a local company, and they show the children where the waste goes when we throw it in the bins, which materials can be recycled and which can be reused. And then together we put all the purchased, so buy toys in a wardrobe and replace them with unstructured, reused and nature materials. Of course, first we speak about toy-free months with the children, what is the meaning and the objectives, so children can bring various materials from home, like boxes, bottoms, wools, some wooden pieces, and then we also ask the children when which games they will miss the most. So based on their answers, we plan ahead. We suggested that children can make their favorite toys from the materials offered, and we also offer them didactic games and toys made from used materials, and those games are made by our teachers. We talk a lot about the importance of waste reducing reuse, waste separation, and of course recycling. On these pictures you can see some of our didactic games from reused materials. Language is one of our curriculum area, and with different books, puppets, and theater, we bring ecological issues closer to children. The children also make their own puppets and customs with which they can act different themes, different fairy tales, and play different roles they want. Also, as you can see, we also use an overhead projector, which is no longer used in our school, so is also an example of reuse. The children invent stories, play with it, and play with the illustrations we make, and often they draw illustration for themselves and then tell their stories. In the area of math or mathematics, we together with the children make some sorting toys, sorting games. They like to play dominoes. We made with different pictures of different waste material. So they can play dominoes. We try to make different didactic games that we would otherwise have to buy. Of course, children miss Lego bricks, but when they learn what they can create from wooden pieces and waste casing, they enjoy even more with them. Children really enjoy art activities because art is one of our also one of our curriculum area, and we notice that their creativity and desire to explore increases. Of course, we also allow them to use different materials and tools that are maybe new to them, some hammers and some glues with different what we don't use every day. Also, the nature is is one of the area in our curriculum, and in our kindergarten we spent a lot of time outdoors through all the year. Is no matter what weather is, we are all outside every day. Groups of older children have outdoor activities daily, but in the April we prepare even more activities related to research in nature, because nature awakens in April in Slovenia at the time, and spring arrives. So during this time we also plant and something in the pots and some plants outdoors, and also we predict what will grow, observe the plants, and take care of them. Also, this year we were making these seed bombs. Children always enjoy when they can bring a part of nature in the playroom. So we made a place for earthworms where children can learn about their importance in losing the soil. We also have an aquarium with frogs, with frog tadpoles, where children follow the cycle, the life cycle of a frog. Every year we also we made recycled eco paper from waste paper and cardboard, which we later used as a gift card for parents in the end of the year. And through such activities, children can more easily imagine what recycling means, and those products means them a lot more if they make them by themselves. So we also think that it's important that children have an opportunity to get know all the materials with different senses, and we prepare sensory pads for them where children can feel the materials in a slightly different way. And it is the same with the natural materials that children can test and explore in nature. We are once a week in the forest, and children really enjoy their movement. We have every year in April, we also hold the Eco Olympics, where we use sport equipment made only from reused and natural materials. Each group makes its own flag, and we listen to the national anthem. And of course, in the end, we all deserve eco medals. And you can see the different materials for running, cars, or for fine motor skills. Everything is from the used materials. So in all the activities of the toy-free month, is very important that children interact with each others, cultivate, making friendships and responsibility on the every activity we have. And every year in the end of the April, in the end of our toy-free month, we always prepare different types of exhibitions. They can be viewed by parents or families, local, and others. That's the exhibition of puppets. All the puppets we made in April. And one year we have an exhibition of didactic games and toys we made in April. One year we have art and construction products made by children in April. And every year we also have prepare some events for parents. A sport afternoon where again all the equipment are made from reused materials, or last year we had workshops where the children present the games we have made and play with the parents. In this way, we also show parents that it's not always necessary to buy everything, and that we can use things that we already have at home or would otherwise throw away. And I have to say that the children really like to play with all those games. So this is my presentation. Thank you for attention, and I hope I wasn't too long.
Thank you, Mojca, very much, so that you showed us how can we organize the whole month without toys, and actually boost children's creativity by that. You made a wonderful job. And what's
Thank
better
you.
to conclude this conference than by Joanna, who is saying, looking forward to learning and growing together at the Sustainability Education Conference for Kindergartens. Every small step counts towards a greener future. Mojca, thank you very much. Goodbye to all the participants who were with us today. So the presentations are available in the Facebook group Pan-European Conference on Digital Education, and please evaluate this conference because it's very important for all our future events that we know what to improve and how to move forward. The evaluation link is in the chat. As usually, I also put in the chat and in the video description the link in which you can request a certificate of attendance. The link of the certificate of attendance requires from you your email address, your name, and surname. Thank you very much. Once again, have a nice afternoon or evening, depends on the country where are you from. So yeah, see you next time in the end of May. Thank you.